There was once a young man living in a small American town with his mother. She had raised him alone, working long hours, sacrificing everything for him. She cooked his meals, cleaned the house, and made sure he never felt alone. To him, she wasn't just a mother, she was his whole world. One day, the man fell in love and got married. His wife moved into the house, bringing new energy and new expectations. At first, everything seemed perfect, like a dream come true. But slowly, that peace began to crack. Small disagreements turned into arguments between the two women. His wife felt controlled, judged, and constantly criticized. His mother felt replaced, disrespected, and pushed aside. Love inside the house began turning into tension. One evening, the man came home exhausted from work. He called out for his wife, asking for water and dinner, but there was silence, no response, no movement. Something was very wrong. When he found her, she was sitting quietly, tears in her eyes. She told him she couldn't take it anymore, not another day. She said she was hated and could not live like this. Her pain was real, and it shook him deeply. The man tried to calm her down with soft words. He reminded her that his mother was old and needed patience. He asked her to try to understand her, but his words only made things worse. His wife stood firm, her voice filled with anger and pain. She told him he had to choose between her and his mother. The room fell silent as those words echoed in his mind. That night, he went to bed, but sleep never came. He stared at the ceiling, trapped in his thoughts. His mother had given him life, love, and everything she had, but his wife was his future, his partner, his happiness. How do you choose between your past and your future? The next morning, his wife demanded an answer. Her eyes searched his face for a decision. In a moment of weakness, fear, and confusion, he broke. He made a choice that would change everything. He told her he chose her, and his plan was unthinkable. He would take his mother to the mountains and end her life. The words left his mouth, but his heart felt heavy. Still, his wife smiled, believing happiness was near. The next day, he gently woke his mother. He told her they were going on a trip and forced a smile. Though weak and old, she trusted him completely. So he carried her up the mountain path. As they climbed higher, she looked around with soft eyes. She spoke of memories, of places she had not seen in years. But deep inside, she already knew the truth. A mother always knows. Then suddenly, she spoke with quiet understanding. She said she knew what he was going to do, but she asked him to be careful and not fall. Even in that moment, she was thinking about him. The man froze, his heart shattered into pieces. She knew, and yet she still cared for his safety. Tears filled his eyes as reality hit him hard. This was not weakness. This was pure love. She told him that only a mother loves like this. She said one day he would understand when he had a child. Her words echoed deep into his soul, and in that moment, everything became clear. He fell to his knees, overwhelmed with guilt and shame. How could he even think of hurting the one who gave him life? His wife demanded sacrifice, but his mother gave unconditional love. The difference was undeniable. With trembling hands, he made his true choice. He lifted his mother and carried her back down the mountain. That day, he did not lose anything. He found the truth. And sometimes truth comes with pain. When he returned home, he made one final decision. He asked his wife to leave, choosing love over selfishness. He chose the woman who never asked for anything in return, the woman who loved him even in his darkest moment. And from that day on, he lived peacefully with his mother. Not because life was perfect, but because love was real. Because real love does not demand, it gives. And a mother's love is the purest of them all. If this story touched your heart, do not forget to like, comment, and share it with someone you love. And most importantly, never forget the value of your parents, because one day it might be too late. Thanks for watching, and subscribe Brain Rise YouTube channel.